Hey, what's up guys? Derek Deschamps here for Exclusively PS, your source for all things PlayStation. Here's your PlayStation news for the week. The Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account announced this week that Sonic 2017 has now been given the official name Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces is being developed by Sonic Team, the creators of Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, and published by Sega. The game will feature two Sonics, Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic, who must unite to battle the evil Dr. Eggman, who has conquered the world and is in the process of destroying the world's cities. A new gameplay trailer was also revealed this week that gave players their first glimpse of what the modern Sonic will look like on the PS4. Watch for Sonic Forces Coming Holidays 2017. Deck 13 has announced their upcoming title The Surge will release for the PS4 on May 16th, 2017. The Surge is a tactical RPG action game set in a dystopian future, where cities have become overpopulated and the world is in a decaying state caused by the evolution of technology and lack of care for the environment. Advancements in technology have replaced much of the workforce, causing citizens to equip exoskeletons in search of labor. You will play as an average factory worker equipped with an exosuit that has to fight their way to safety with brutal melee-focused combat that is heavily inspired by Dark Souls. Again, watch for The Surge coming to the PS4 on May 16th, 2017. Sony Interactive Entertainment announced this week that Horizon Zero Dawn sold more than 2.6 million units during its first 2 weeks of launch. This makes Horizon Zero Dawn the best-selling new first-party IP launch on the PS4 to date, and Guerrilla Games' biggest debut ever. Guerrilla's managing director Herman Hulst stated that this is only the beginning of Aloy's story and their exploration of the world of Horizon Zero Dawn, and that the team is already hard at work on expansion to the story. A sequel to 2014's The Evil Within may have inadvertently been leaked this week by an internal job posting that made its way onto NeoGAF by user Dust Golem. The posting is for a QA position for Psycho Break 2, which is the Japanese title for The Evil Within. The posting also states that the game will be targeted for the PS4. Bethesda has previously stated that The Evil Within performed well enough to consider a sequel, but its existence has yet to be confirmed. Further details were released this week about Uncharted Lost Legacy, most notably that the game will not feature a cameo from Nathan Drake. The game's writers said they entertained a few possible ideas around including Nate, but in the end decided that they were not going to touch Nathan Drake at all. Uncharted Lost Legacy is set in the southern tip of India and will take place 6 to 12 months after the events of Uncharted 4. You will follow Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross, who are working together to acquire a priceless relic from a mysterious warlord. The game is expected to be lengthier than The Last of Us Left Behind, but shorter than Uncharted 4, and will be released as a standalone product sometime in 2017. Persona 5 Take Your Heart Premium Edition orders were mysteriously cancelled by Amazon this week due to containing dangerous goods. Several Amazon customers received emails stating that their pre-orders could not be shipped because they contained regulated materials classified as dangerous goods and could not be delivered by Amazon. They also stated that although the amount of these substances in these products is usually quite limited, that these products need to be transported in a certain way to ensure they are handled with care. Atlas contacted Amazon, and after investigation, both Atlas and Amazon have determined it was a mistake, and anyone affected by the error should contact Amazon to have the issue resolved. A new episodic Ghostbusters VR game had a surprise launch this week when its first episode, called Firehouse, mysteriously showed up on the PlayStation Store. The game takes place in the same cinematic universe as the 2016 Ghostbusters movie remake, and allows players to explore the Firehouse headquarters from the movie in virtual reality. Players can now equip a proton pack, as well as get up close and personal with several ghosts, including Slimer. Unfortunately, the game has not yet showed up on the UK and Australia PlayStation stores, but is currently available in North America. Developer Paper 7 announced this week that their game Blackwood Crossing will release for the PS4 on April 4th, 2017. Blackwood Crossing is a story-driven first-person adventure game that explores the relationship of two orphaned siblings. You will play as a teenage girl who is inexplicably woken up alongside her brother on a moving train that evolves into a magical journey that explores the powerful themes of life, love, and loss. The game prides itself on its surrealism and strives to make the player feel like they are caught in a dreamlike state while exploring powerful dramatical themes. Watch for Blackwood Crossing coming to the PS4 on April 4th, 2017. Stellar VR announced this week that its upcoming game Chorix will be released on March 28th for PSVR. Chorix is a 90s-inspired RTS crossed with tower defense elements that has been built from the ground up for PSVR. You will play as Commander, who is deep in space fighting for your race's survival after your homeworld has been wiped out by enemy forces. It's your mission to build up defenses and gather resources, with the sole purpose of bringing down your enemy. The game features a 3 to 5 hour single-player campaign, skirmish modes, as well as online multiplayer for up to 4 players in both co-op and versus mode. Watch for Chorix coming to PSVR on March 28, 2017. Lizard Cube announced a new character this week for their upcoming PS4 game Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap. Wonder Girl will now be available along with the classic Wonder Boy when the game ships. Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap is an HD remake of the 1989 classic, which helped define the Metroidvania genre, and features new hand-drawn 2D animations and a reorchestrated soundtrack. The game will also allow players to switch back to the original classic while playing the game by pressing a retro button, which switches the game back to the original graphics and soundtrack. Watch for Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap coming to PS4 on April 18, 2017. And that's all your PlayStation news for this week. Remember, we're here every Friday, so be sure to subscribe. I'm Derek Deschamps. I'll see you next week.